Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play a game published by THQ and developed by Equilibrium for the Nintendo Game Boy. Folks, let's play The Flash, a platformer that was released in the same year as the television series that it was based on was cancelled, 1991. The Flash is a DC superhero who uses the Speed Force to achieve superhuman levels of speed, which he uses to fight crime and protect the people of Central City and the world. You could say he's quicker than a Flash, hence his name. But beyond that, I know practically nothing about the Flash, and definitely nothing about the television series that this was based off. I do know that there was a game released 2 years later for the Master System that was also based on the television series this one is. I also know that this game was one of the 2 games I got with the first Game Boy I ever got for Christmas all those years ago. And I wasn't very good at it, but I am a lot better at it now. So without further ado, let's play the game. Barry, the Trickster's escaped from jail, and he's set time bombs all over the city. Well, that's not good. It's a good thing we're very fast. Then I'd better get moving, Tina. Where are the bombs? Good question. He's only told the police where the first one is, the Garrick Gallery on 5th Avenue. Be careful, Barry. I'll stay in touch with the transmitter. And now we're thrown into the action. One of the buttons punches, the other kicks, and by defeating villains we get the flash icons there that will allow us to get more health. Also, villains that are on ladders prevent you from going up ladders yourself. What we want to do is ignore that person for now, because we don't actually need to go and deal with that person. We can destroy pillars and stuff that have cracks in them, and disable bombs that will, only with a punch mind you, that will allow you to get more time. If you're too close to a bomb and it explodes, you suffer a lot of damage. Also, you have a brief period of invulnerability when you're hit, but you always crouch there whenever you're hit. One thing else to note is that if there is an enemy at the end of a platform there, you can't actually jump onto the platform until you defeat them or knock them back. You can't get past that one there. You use your Speed Force ability by using the punch and kick buttons together, and as you can see there's a food thing there, which is what you use to regenerate your Speed Force ability, because using the Speed Force there actually reduces that bar at the top, which basically is used to measure the metabolism going up from the Flash's use of super speed here. You can't use super speed to get past enemies. Also, you can ignore all of the smaller bombs as long as you get the final bomb at the end. You'll also notice that this game slows down a lot when there are a lot of enemies on the screen. Also, we're going to go past the Trickster there. We don't need to fight the Trickster at all most of the time. And I do believe in this first level, the bomb is right there. You can only defeat this bomb by punching it, because Barry here can defeat bombs by punching them. Who needs the ability to deactivate bombs with a kit? Just punch them! And that's the first level done. Most levels have a very stringent time limit. That wasn't so bad. Now to get the Trickster. Hold on, Barry. I just got word of another bomb. This one's in the warehouse at 23 Delaney Street. Well, that's not too far from here. Not for the Flash, that is. Oh-ho! Self-reference to my own abilities. Oh, and just one more thing. I found out that the Trickster has the Mirror Master working for him. Don't be fooled by his holograms, or you'll waste time. Thanks, Tina. I'll be careful. Here's the address I'm headed for. 23 Delaney. This is the glorified password screen, and one of the few places where the game will pause. Let's go. The holograms are easily visible by the sense that they flash when they move, and they don't actively try and defeat Barry here. What we need to do is we need to get through this level really quickly, there was a hologram, and go to the next level. This game is actually pretty short in the sense that a lot of the levels can be completed fairly quickly if you know what you're doing. To say that I know where all of the things you need to do are is an understatement, because I really don't. Also, you'll notice that your Speed Force bar and your health do not regenerate between levels. This is a significant thing. Also, we really want to avoid that enemy there because we don't want to fight that enemy. We do want to find a snack machine at some point. That's what all the money we've been getting is. By punching a snack machine, we get food, and we use food to replenish our Speed Force meter. And we might as well punch this bomb. Not kick, only punch deactivates bombs. Let's move on, shall we? Do we want to go up at some point? We most certainly do, and that's a hologram. Do not punch the holograms. I think this is a good point. Yep, there was the Trickster. Keyword was the Trickster, and we'll move on here. This is not a hologram, this is actually an enemy. Also, we want to deactivate that bomb there. And I do believe, here's the end of the level. Kapow! Level complete! We have 4 lives. We can have more soon. Okay, now let me at the Trickster. It's not going to be that simple, Barry. Not at all. There's no time. Another bomb has been reported in an alley of the Garment District. Also, Captain Cold has joined up with the Trickster. He has some men in the alleyway now. Is this going to be a chilling encounter? Now's not the time. You better hurry. Of course. Here's the address I'm headed for. Denim Boulevard. Let's go! There are still going to be holograms. There are going to be holograms for the rest of the game. So that is a mechanic that has now been added. As you can see, the graphics are quite nice. It does quite accurately represent what we are seeing here. Also, let's punch this hoodlum here and get some energy. We don't need to currently use any of our energy otherwise. There we go. Watch out for that hole in the ground. They really need to fix that hole in the ground, don't they? You're just walking down the street and then a hole in the ground. And then you die. And unlike the Flash, you don't have multiple lives. We need to deal with this villain here. There we go. He has been bested. Oh, careful of that drop. Do not fall down there. That is instant death. We can, however, jump... Oh, we need to be careful. Mainly because that is a villain with a ranged weapon. And do we want to go up there? Probably. Let's go up there, shall we? There we go. Some nice jumps. Use the up arrows to jump. Ooh, if we can stay up here, I believe we could do some running. There we go. Another hologram there. We probably... Yep, there was the Trickster. Keyword was. And now we have bested this villain here. Aha! Nothing too extreme for the Flash. Where you see enemies is usually a good indicator that you can quite easily land, because the enemies cannot deal with the pits either. They too will die. Also, here's a bomb. And here was a bomb. Level easily defeated. We have a lot of score, and that's good. The Garment District is safe now, Tina. Good, but 3 trains just left Central City Station. Let me guess, they have bombs on them. And one of them is carrying a time bomb. Trains. The Trickster doesn't fight fair. Gotta run. Here's the address I'm headed for. Track 29. Seriously, put that on a postcard. It'll get there. This is a level where using the Speed Force here is essential, because otherwise you will never, ever catch up to the trains. There are the middle parts here, where you can climb up onto the top of trains. It's very important that you get to that point, because then you can quite easily bypass the train section without using the Speed Force. We need to use a little bit more of it here, though. There will be some villains on the track itself. They will block your ability to run. There we go. Onto this train. There are only 3 trains on this one. I believe there are more later. Hello, person! You're in the way of the Flash! Move aside. And he didn't, so then we had to kick him a lot. The Flash uses a lot of kick foo. Also, we really, really need to use a snack machine after this level. There we go. Nothing that we can't handle. In fact, I think that is the, that's the, end right there. Just need to kick this person a lot. There we go, before he shoots. And there we are. There's the bomb. You'd think someone would be able to go up and deactivate them themselves by just punching it, but only the Flash can punch bombs. Tina, don't tell me there are more bombs. How much more of the game is there, Flash? There's going to be a lot more bombs. I'm afraid so, Barry, but Trickster has hit another gallery. This one's on Picasso Boulevard. You're going to learn there's a lot of galleries in Central City. I get the feeling the Trickster is trying to test me. Well, we don't want to disappoint him. Actually, I think you would want to disappoint him, but here's the address he's headed for. 99 Picasso. Right, let's go. There is one of the holograms. We want to very quickly... We don't want to actually be next to that bomb and it explodes, but we do most certainly want to get some food here. There we go. That should keep us well fueled up for the rest of the level, and probably the next one too, is what I was about to say. You may notice I'm speaking quickly. That's because the Flash has no time for lengthy dialogue. He must very quickly get to where he needs to be. Also, at some point the Speed Force, if you're playing this, will inevitably get you horribly killed, because you'll be too busy... Oh, that was silly to do. Gotta be careful here, because that is not a real enemy there. The Speed Force will at some point get you killed. Also, at this point, you need to jump and punch, or else that person is going to knock you off the edge and into the pit. We want to get up here. You can also use the Speed Force to get through various obstacles. Not this person, though. This person cannot be beaten like that. Now, if we want to jump away here, because that will hurt us a lot. The smaller bombs will hurt you a lot indeed. I think we can use the Speed Force here, though. There was the Trickster. And there was a bomb. And we really want to stop here. In fact, the game is quite generous in that regard, as it gives you a way to stop. You want to get past these enemies here. There we go. Just jump here. Once you have activated, or rather disabled the bomb, you don't need to worry at all about any projectiles or any damage. You are in fact invulnerable at that point. Oh, that's a bomb. Careful. Oh, and you can duck those. I'm not at the right position to climb this ladder, am I? I need to defeat this enemy actually right now. This enemy is getting in the way. Also, we're probably going to lose a few lives at some point in this game. That is inevitable. Let's climb this ladder. There we go. And jump these, or fail to, and punch the bomb and be invulnerable. Excellent! Level complete. Let me guess, another bomb? Indeed. Yes, the Trickster announced on the radio that the time bomb has been placed in the old steelworks. He also issued a formal challenge to the Flash. I think he means to wear you down and destroy you, Barry. Gee, you think? Don't worry, Tina. I've got a lot of energy left in me. Better run. Here's the address I'm headed for. Ingot Lane. Really, did they design these streets after the places that the buildings were built in? Who knows? Let's go. That is indeed an enemy that we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to be very careful. There we go, this enemy fell down, because we need to beat this enemy up and get that item there. Also, we can't go that way. We don't really need any Speed Force right now. However, that enemy needs to be defeated. There we go, there's a bomb. Bombs are one of the only ways that you can reliably get health without the chance of getting punched in the face. Gotta be careful about the chance of getting punched in the face. Like that! Don't get punched in the face. These levels slowly punish you for using the Speed Force a lot, mainly because you will end up having to be very, very careful to avoid pits. And I believe there is at least one pit in... Oh, hello! We actually have to fight the Trickster here! You can't really avoid fighting the Trickster there. Also, we're going to fight this enemy just to get some health. There we go. Any more? There's some food. We also want to avoid you. You need to wait for the screen to scroll, because the screen is, it doesn't really follow Barry that well. Oh, there we go. Gotta be careful. There was an opportunity where you could have really badly hurt yourself. As you can see here, you have to sort of get very far across the screen to get it to scroll. You can wait for it to center, but that is time that you really don't want to spend. Also, here's an enemy that we can defeat, and a bomb that we can ignore. This is a very important part of the level, because you will die unless you use the Speed Force right there to jump over that. If you don't, you will not make it. We want to use the Speed Force there to close the distance, and this is actually the end of the level. I believe the first times I played this game, I always died at that point, mainly because of the fact that I wasn't able to jump that properly. I didn't know that you had to use the Speed Force to get past that. Also, here was some health, and here is a bomb. There is no longer an active bomb. Aha! Barry is the expert at deactivating bombs. Phew. So, what's next? More bombs? Yes. 7th Street, somewhere past Market. Barry, you sound tired. Are you alright? It's nothing. Just a little out of breath. Gotta go! Here's the address I'm headed for. 7th Market, as opposed to 6th or 5th or 4th. Let's go! It's another one of these levels. Yeah, there's only so many backdrops for the levels. We need to be a little careful here, and we need to make sure we get lots of health. So we need to be very careful about defeating these enemies. And as you can see, we want to get that bomb, because it's a good source of free health. However, these attacks here are not that good at all, because they're going to be very difficult to avoid. Gotta jump it. There we go. Excellent. You can jump them. Oh, don't jump down the pit, though. That's not so good. Don't jump down pits. Very bad for your eventual survival in this game. Also, we need to, you can't actually get hurt by the enemies unless they punch, which is good. There we go. Just wait for this enemy to, there we are. Excellent. We'll jump this, and very carefully jump that one. There we are. This enemy can be defeated on the stairs, which is very handy. Alright, Barry, take it slowly. By the way, you have 2 minutes. In fact, actually, you have less than 2 minutes. You have barely any time whatsoever. It's always better to have the enemies... Oh, careful from that. It's always better to have the enemies above you rather than beneath. That enemy will fall, which is good. I want to go down here. At some point, we're going to find Captain Cold. Captain Cold is very similar to the other enemies with ranged weapons. Also, we just want to run... Oh, this time the Trickster's up here. The Trickster is being tricky. But there's only so many attacks the Trickster can take. Also, we'll deactivate this small bomb. We'll be a little careful. Oh, another bomb. More health. Always like health. Ooh, there is another enemy. We can defeat this enemy, though. And somewhere down here is a... There was a pit there. Did you see how precarious that was? That was very, very precarious. Fortunately, we have a whole minute in which to get to this bomb. And oh, careful. There's a lot of enemies here. Fortunately, we have a lot of time with which to defeat them. There we go. We're just going to have to be very careful. And start kicking. Kick, Barry! Kick for victory! There we are. You have kicked the enemies more than they kicked you. Punch that bomb. Level complete. Quicker than the Flash. Okay, how about a little rest? Maybe later. Another train just left the station, carrying one of the Trickster's bombs. Where is he getting all these bombs? Right, I'm out of here. Here's the address I'm headed for. Track 12. Why didn't he just put all the bombs on all the trains? That would be so much more difficult for me to deal with. But hey, I'm not complaining. Okay, and jump. Onto that train we are. And fortunately we managed to kick before that enemy kicked. Somewhere this will get a lot more difficult. There's going to be a lot more trains this time round. There's never that much time for the train levels, I've noticed. But fortunately we have more than enough speed force to deal with this. There we go. And jump. Up we go! Sometimes there will actually be fake enemies on these. The Mirror Master will use the illusions. That was not an illusion, but these levels are actually pretty good for oh, careful! For replenishing your health. This is a long train. Is there a bomb at the end of this one? Maybe. There's a lot of bullets that I need to avoid. But I'll avoid them. Careful. Well, that wasn't so good. In fact, there is the bomb. This was not a particularly difficult level. I thought it would be longer. My mistake. Level complete. Excellent. That Trickster is trying to use up all my energy. How wily and tricky. I think you're right, Barry. He set a bomb in the French gallery across town. Another art gallery? How many does this city have? What's worse, Captain Cold himself is there. Uh-oh. Okay, Tina. I'm off again. Here's the address I'm headed for. Rue Day. Or Rue Day. Yes, Rue Day. Okay, this time, actually, good opportunity to get some food. And not to fall in a pit. This was, yep, we did not want to be that close there. We have nearly 3 minutes to do this level. That's not so bad. Maybe we can get up here? Nope, would seem not. The enemy is not going to let us get up. That's fine, I'm sure we can go through this way. We can. Good, it does avoid a lot of enemies that we really don't want to fight. There we go. Carefully does it. The Flash knows which way to go. Right, as all the bombs are placed to the right. Imagine if the bomb was placed to the left, and then it blew up. By the way, if you actually run out of time, the bomb will go off. It doesn't matter where you are, you will basically lose. The bomb explodes, and you lose a life. Also, this enemy is really badly hurting us. Also, we can punch the enemies if we're very careful. What we need to do is basically hit like... Oh, well, doesn't matter. You can't go that way anyway to get to where you want to go. But if you are... Oh, careful, that was a little... We were caught there on the person, which cost us valuable seconds. And access to that bomb, which would have given us a lot of health. Alright, where do we want to go? Up? Not down a pit! That was a bad idea. That cost us a life. And when you lose a life, you start way back at the beginning of the level. All the way back at the start. But fortunately, you get all of your speed force and all of your energy, your health replenished. Which at least is nice. There are no checkpoints in any of the levels. Considering the fact that you can complete most of them in a few minutes, that's not so bad. Also, I was wondering for a moment if I'd have been able to complete this game without losing a single life. Not the case. Careful. There we go. We'll just do that. If we're quick... Nah, we're not going to be able to do that. Besides, we don't want to do that. Okay, if we just jump up here... There we go. Deactivate that bomb. Excellent. And be very... Oh, nearly did it again, didn't I? Actually, let's not go that way. That way seems like a silly way to go. This way doesn't seem much better. But hey, it's probably going to lead to the Trickster, isn't it? Yep, there's the Trickster. Hello, how you doing? He has some wily schemes, but we managed to defeat him. We're also going to walk very carefully here, just in case there is, yep, bombs. It's not primarily why I was doing it that way. Oh, there's another one of those enemies. Captain Cold is going to be here somewhere, and Captain Cold is pretty much the same as the other enemies, in the sense that he has a ranged weapon. There it is. Instead, it's just a weapon like that. We want to jump here, and just punch him a lot. He pretty much otherwise is exactly like all the other enemies that have ranged weapons. There we go. Now we need to time this pretty carefully. We just need to wait for him to go over here, actually. Get over here. There we go. Hopefully we can get up there. We just need that enemy to... There we go. If we can run up quickly like... Nope, that's not going to work. And thus, the Flash was defeated by the AI moving in odd angles. There we go, we got up. That's all we needed to do. We needed to get up. And once we're up, let's stay up, shall we, Barry? There we go. Bomb deactivated. And the first life lost. What a shame. High score, though. So, that's taken care of. Where to now? Barry, I'm worried about the effect this constant surging is having on your metabolism. You must take time to eat more. I'm trying, Tina, but there's no time. I can't let the Trickster get away with this. Where's the next bomb? In the Nightshade Garage. You know where that is. The Mirror Master is waiting for you there, so be especially cautious. Here's the address I'm headed for. Tin Alley. And tune in next time, folks, where I'm going to go into a drive-thru and get some food. Because I'm so hungry. I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.